Now let's learn about decorations. The first type of decoration. The second type of decoration. The third type of decoration. The fourth type of decoration. The eyes, blush and nose. The nose is embroidered. Now let's start learning the first type of decoration. Here we have a complete large motif. And it is crocheted in rounds. In addition to the stitch patterns used before, there are also quite a few new stitch techniques used here. The charts have corresponding markings for all of them. I won't go through each one individually. Please watch the demonstration. First, start with a magic ring, then make 3 beginning chains. Next, crochet 11 double crochets. After completing, you can check the stitch count. Including the beginning chain, there should be 12 stitches in total. Once completed, close the ring. Finally, slip stitch into the top of the beginning chain. Pick up the edge by inserting the hook under 2 strands of yarn. Yarn over and draw the yarn through. Pull through all the loops on the hook. The slip stitch is now complete. Make sure to tighten the chain formed by the slip stitch. This completes the first round. Now move on to the second round. You will need to crochet a DC4 bobble stitch. From now on, I'll refer to this as a DC4 bobble stitch. Start with 3 chain stitches as the turning chain. Then insert the hook into the same hole where you previously slip stitched. This is the position where you inserted for the slip stitch. Crochet 3 double crochets. As you crochet here, you can place the starting yarn tail over the hook. This way, you can hide the tail as you work. After completing, slightly enlarge the loop. Remove the hook from the loop. Locate the third chain stitch of the turning chain. Insert the hook under the 2 strands at the edge. Then insert it through the loop that was left open. Pull the loop through with the hook. As you crochet, make the double crochet stand out forward. Then crochet 1 chain stitch to secure. The DC4 bobble stitch is now completed. Next, crochet a chain stitch for an interval. Pick the adjacent double crochet stitch. Crochet a DC4 bobble stitch. The stitch may slightly pucker. Insert the hook under the 2 strands above and crochet. First, crochet 4 double crochets. After completing, remove the hook from the loop. Insert the hook into the first stitch. Draw the loop that was left through. Again, make the double crochet stand out forward. Then crochet 1 chain stitch to secure. The DC4 bobble stitch is now complete. Follow with a chain stitch for an interval. Continue downwards. Pick the adjacent stitch and crochet a DC4 bobble stitch. Pay attention as the stitch can be hidden by the previous DC4 bobble stitch. Make sure not to skip any stitches while crocheting. Finish with a chain stitch for an interval. Then pick up the double crochet stitches from the back. Correspondingly crochet DC4 bobble stitches into each one. Between the DC4 bobble stitches, leave a chain stitch as an interval. Follow this method to complete the remaining part. After completing the last DC4 bobble stitch and its interval chain stitch, then pick up the beginning chain position of the first DC4 bobble stitch and slip stitch. Pull tight. For the next round, you need to switch colors. Here, break the yarn. This completes the second round. Now, let's move on to the third round. Pick up the corresponding color. Refer to the chart for specific yarn colors going forward. I won't repeat this reminder. Make a slip knot with the yarn. Keep the right side facing you for the second round, which is the side where the DC4 bobble stitches protrude. Find the chain space on the left side of the yarn tail. Insert the hook. Draw the loop through. Adjust slightly. Then make a turning chain. Follow up with 3 chain stitches. Work a slip stitch in the same chain space. Crochet this slip stitch as usual. No need to tighten it. Then skip the adjacent DC4 bobble stitch. Pick up the chain space. Work a slip stitch. Make 3 chain stitches. Work another slip stitch. Here, I'm working 2 slip stitches into 1 chain space. Follow with 3 chain stitches. This forms 1 pattern repeat for this round. Continue picking up chain spaces as you move down. Work the corresponding pattern repeats. Finish crocheting the remaining part. Finish crocheting the last pattern repeat in the chain space. Pick up the first chain space of the next pattern repeat as you move down. Work a slip stitch. Here, You can choose to tighten or not tighten the slip stitch. There's no need to fasten off the yarn. This completes the third round. Continue down to work the fourth round. Start with a chain 1 as the turning chain. Then pick up the same hole. Work a single crochet into that hole. While crocheting, keep all the yarn tails above the hook. Hide them as you go. Move on to make a half double crochet. Yarn over. Insert the hook. Yarn over and draw through. Now you have 3 loops on the hook. Yarn over again, and draw through once. That completes 1 half double crochet. Continue with 1 double crochet. Then make a CH2 picket stitch. From now on, I'll refer to this as a CH2 picket. First, crochet 2 chain stitches. Then insert the hook into the stitch of the double crochet below. Pick up the strand closest to you and the strand on the left. Crochet 1 slip stitch. That completes the CH2 picket. Continue in the same space. Crochet 1 double crochet. Then make 1 half double crochet. Yarn over, insert the hook. Yarn over and draw through. Yarn over and draw through all 3 loops on the hook. That completes the half double crochet. Follow with 1 single crochet. Here, I will crochet the single crochets and half double crochets as follows. Half double crochet, use a double crochet and a centered picket as a small petal. Continue downwards. Pick up the chain space of the adjacent motif. Crochet a small petal, that is, 1 single crochet, 1 half double crochet, and a CH2 picket stitch. Start with 2 chains. Then pick up the front loop and the left side strand. And crochet a slip stitch. Complete the CH2 picket. Continue downwards with 1 double crochet, 1 half double crochet, and 1 single crochet. This completes the small petal. For the rest of this round, pick up the chain spaces of the motifs and correspondingly make small petals. Finish crocheting the remaining part. Completing the last small petal. Join with a slip stitch in the single crochet stitch of the first small petal. Note that the adjacent small braid is the beginning chain. The large braid on its left consists of single crochet stitches. Make sure to pick up from the correct position. Tighten after completing. No need to fasten off the yarn. This completes the 4th round. Move on to the 5th round. For this round, pick up from the 3rd round. Work the slip stitches on the wrong side. You can see that below each small petal, there are 2 vertical lines. This is where you insert your hook for the 5th round. Start with a chain stitch for transition. Then pick up from the vertical line, on the wrong side of the adjacent small petal on the right. Specifically, the small vertical line in the adjacent position. Work 1 slip stitch here. If the transition area is tight, you can also make 2 chain stitches. As long as the small petals remain flat, it will be fine. Next, work 2 chain stitches. Then make a picket stitch with 4 chain stitches. I'll call this a CH4 picket stitch. First, make 4 chain stitches. Then, on the first of these 4 chains, counting from the top down, where the right side shows a V-shaped loop, pick up the top half loop of the braid. That is, the right side strand. Work a slip stitch here. No need to pull tight here. This completes the CH4 picket stitch. Continue with 2 more chain stitches. For easier explanation, I will refer to the centered CH4 picket stitch, along with the 2 chain stitches on either side, as one picket motif. Now, go back down to the wrong side of the 3rd round. Pick up the vertical line next to the left petal. This is where the previous starting point was. Pick up the vertical line. Work a slip stitch. No need to pull tight here. Then, continue by picking up this small petal, the small vertical line on the left side, and work a slip stitch. The slip stitches in this round do not need to be tightened. I won't repeat this instruction going forward. After completing this, crochet the picket motif, which is 2 chain stitches. For the CH4 picket stitch, start with 4 chain stitches. Then, insert the hook into the first of the 4 chains and work a slip stitch. This completes the CH4 picket stitch. Continue downward with 2 more chain stitches. This completes the picket motif. Go back to the bottom and pick up the 2 vertical lines below the petal on the left side, working corresponding slip stitches. You can see that here, the picket motif is placed exactly between 2 small petals. Continue downward, working 2 slip stitches, followed by 1 picket motif, and repeat this process. Pay attention to placing the picket motifs between the small petals. Below each small petal, correspond to 2 slip stitch positions. Following this method, complete the remaining part. Finish with the last picket motif. Pick up the adjacent vertical lines and crochet a slip stitch. At this point, everyone check the number of picket motifs. There should be a total of 12. Make sure not to have more or fewer. Finally, pick up the first slip stitch. From the thread below, and crochet 1 slip stitch. No need to pull tight. You will need to change colors later, so proceed to cut the yarn. Hide the yarn tail inside the fabric. I will not demonstrate this part here. This completes the 5th round. Pick up the corresponding color. Make a slip knot. Then insert the hook into the center hole of any picket from the previous round. Now, let's move on to the 6th round. Pick up the corresponding color. Make a slip knot. And insert the hook. Be careful not to insert the hook into the hole from the previous slip stitch. You can spread it out to see clearly. Insert the hook into the center hole. Draw the loop through. Make a slight adjustment. Then make 2 chain stitches to start. These 2 chains count as 1/2 double crochet. Next, insert the hook into the same hole again. Crochet 3 double crochets. Pay attention to weaving in the yarn tail. After completing, crochet a Ch2 picket stitch. Then continue to crochet 3 double crochets into the same stitch. Followed by 1/2 double crochet. Here, you will have 1/2 double crochet on each side. 3 double crochets. With the picket centered, treat this as a medium-sized petal. Secure it downwards with a small petal. Find the back of the small petal. Below the picket, you can see there are 2 vertical lines. Note that it's not the 2 vertical lines at the top. Pick up the corresponding position below. Crochet 1 slip stitch. This will secure it in place. Then pick up the next picket motif. Crochet a medium-sized petal. Similarly, pick up the center of the picket to crochet. Start with 1/2 double crochet. Followed by 3 double crochets. Ch2 picket stitch. 3 double crochets. One half double crochet. This completes the medium-sized petal. Continue to the adjacent area, pick up below the small petal picket. 2 vertical lines. Crochet a slip stitch to secure. Then pick up each picket motif and crochet a medium-sized petal. After completing each medium-sized petal, pick up at the corresponding position of the small petal to secure. Follow this method. Complete the remaining sections. After finishing the last medium-sized petal, pick up the adjacent small petal to secure. Finally, pick up the second chain stitch of the beginning chain. 2 strands of yarn at the edge. Crochet 1 slip stitch. Tighten. Do not cut the yarn. This completes the 6th round. Next, crochet the 7th round. This round is similar to the 5th round, but the stitch count and insertion positions are slightly different. Start with 1 chain stitch as a transition. Then find the bottom of the right side medium petal. Locate the chain stitch on the left side of the picket pattern. Crochet 1 slip stitch on the wrong side. Similarly, make a transition here. If it's not flat, you can adjust the transition chains. Then crochet 2 chain stitches. Next, crochet a CH6 picket stitch. I'll call this a CH6 picket stitch. First, make 6 chain stitches. Then insert the hook into the first of these 6 chains. You can count from bottom to top. The 3rd chain stitch is the corresponding one. Insert the hook into the upper half stitch, and crochet a slip stitch. This completes the CH6 picket stitch. Then crochet 2 more chain stitches. I will crochet 2 chain stitches on both sides of the centered picket, which I call a large picket stitch. This is referred to as the large picket pattern. Continue downwards. Insert the hook under the medium petal on the left side. At the chain stitch position to the right of the previous picket. Crochet a slip stitch. Then crochet a large picket pattern. Start with 2 chain stitches, followed by a CH6 picket stitch. After completing, crochet 2 more chain stitches. This completes the large picket pattern. Next, insert the hook under the picket below the medium petal on the left side. At the chain stitch positions on both sides, crochet slip stitches correspondingly. This round also includes 2 slip stitches, followed by a large picket pattern. Repeat this crocheting sequence. The large picket patterns are located between the medium petals. Crochet slip stitches at the chain stitch positions of the previous picket patterns. Follow this method to finish the remaining part. After completing the last slip stitch, move down to the starting position. Pick up any 2 strands at the beginning and crochet a slip stitch. Then, cut the yarn. Hide the yarn tail inside the fabric. This completes the 7th round. Continue downward to crochet the 8th round. Pick up the corresponding color, make a slip knot. Then insert the hook into any picket hole of the large picket pattern. And join the yarn. Next, make 3 beginning chains. Then crochet 4 double crochets. After that, crochet a Ch2 picket stitch. In the same position, crochet 5 double crochets. I treat these stitches as one large petal. Move down to pick up the previous medium petal. Below the picket, find the 2 vertical lines and secure them with a slip stitch. Continue by picking up the next large picket pattern. To crochet a large petal, crochet 5 double crochets. Then make a Ch2 picket stitch. Follow with another 5 double crochets. To complete the large petal, adjacent to the medium petal, secure with a slip stitch. Move down to pick up the picket holes of the large picket pattern. Work into each stitch to crochet the large petals. After completing each large petal, secure it to the medium petal. Repeat this process to finish the remaining sections. After securing the last medium petal, move down to the first large petal and join with a slip stitch at the beginning chain. Pull tight, then cut the yarn. This completes the 8th round. Next, let's learn decoration 3. Start with an adjustable magic ring and crochet in rounds counterclockwise. The new stitch technique used is the DC3 bobble stitch. Please watch the demonstration. Begin with the magic ring. Then move on to the first round. Start with 3 chain stitches. This counts as 1 double crochet stitch. Chain 1 as a transition. Work 1 double crochet into the ring. Chain 1. This round consists of repeating 1 double crochet stitch. Chain 1. After completing this, everyone completes 9 more groups. Finally, tighten the center of the piece. Connect with the 3rd chain of the beginning chain, using a slip stitch join. The first round is complete. Cut the yarn and weave in the end. Now let's crochet the second round. Take the corresponding yarn. First, join the yarn in the hole on the left side of the beginning chain. Then make 4 beginning chains. This counts as 1 treble crochet. Crochet 2 treble crochets in the same position. Start with the first one. Yarn over the hook twice. Insert the hook under the entire chain, yarn over, and draw through. Yarn over again, then pull through the first 2 loops on the hook sequentially. Repeat this 3 times. Treble crochet completed. Crochet 1 more. Stretch the loop. Remove the hook from the loop. And pick up the top of the 4th beginning chain, drawing through both loops. Insert into the loop again. Then crochet 1 chain to secure. This creates a special Pt3 popcorn stitch. It's completed. Follow with 2 chains. Continue with 3 treble crochets in the next left side hole. Stretch the loop. Insert the hook into the first stitch, and pull through the loop. Draw the yarn through. Then crochet 1 chain to secure. This creates a Pt3 popcorn stitch. It's completed. We'll just call it a popcorn stitch from now on. Then crochet 2 more chains. For another popcorn stitch. Then crochet 4 chains. For the corner position. Next, everyone follows by crocheting 1 popcorn stitch, 2 chain stitch connection. The corner position requires a pattern of 4 chains. Finish this round. Join the end with the first popcorn stitch using a slip stitch. This completes the second round. Leave a yarn tail for sewing. Next, let's learn the fourth decoration. Start with a magic ring. Crochet in rounds counterclockwise. We will use new stitch techniques including half double crochet. Please watch the demonstration. For the first round, follow the pattern chart. I have already completed it here. Now, let's crochet the second round. Get the yarn. First, join the yarn in the hole on the left side of the beginning chain. Make 2 chain stitches to start. Work 1 double crochet in the same position. Chain 2. Make 1 slip stitch. Then chain 3. Skip the next double crochet without working into it. Work 1 slip stitch in the second hole. We will now make 2 chain stitches to start for the current stitch pattern. Consider this as one group, then repeat this group. Everyone, follow the chart to work the entire round. After completing it, fasten off normally. The second round is complete. Refer to the chart for the eyes and crochet accordingly. For the second round of the blush, you need to make it SC2 in 1. SC2 in 1, which means making 2 single crochets in the same stitch. Working 2 single crochets. Everyone, follow the chart to finish all the decorations. Now, let me demonstrate the sewing method using this eye fabric piece. After completing it, fasten off and weave in the ends. Everyone, sew all the decorations on completely. Finally, embroider a Y shape between the 2 eyes. This completes the nose. Up to this point, we have finished explaining this product. If you have any questions during the process, don't hesitate to reach us via our website. Susan's Family, supporting your handwork experience, sharing the joy of life. Thank you all for watching. See you in the next episode.